Guys, we're going to do the weekly tarot reading. Now, I just finished a spirit talk on manifestation, kind of talking about it, a little bit tips and techniques to kind of help you. So, kind of some a little bit of my ideas on it. And if you're into manifestation, if you've been needing to manifest, all that, check it out and stuff. I think I did okay on it. Hopefully, I try to keep it very simple for you guys. Just kind of some basic techniques to kind of understand a little bit of the energy, how it works, and maybe just some pitfalls of what people sometimes do wrong, when they're working on manifestation, which I'll check it out. I don't want to spoil it and everything. Man, I swear my boyfriend's kitten, if you're seeing my arm looking like this, I don't have bad skin, but the kitten is kind of rough. Okay, that's why I got scratches and everything. And I would wear long sleeves to cover it, but it's so warm. Lately it's just been hot, which the air, I like to turn it off when I do my videos, or else it has that kind of whirring in the background. So right now I'm sitting here and I'm kind of warm, and then I'm having a cup of coffee. But I want to get this out to you and stuff with the weekly tarot. So I know there's a lot been going on. Of course, when we kind of look, in the physical world, what's been happening. And one of the things, apparently, Biden got COVID. Hopefully, he gets well and everything. That's kind of some news. He's been boosted and vaxxed and everything. So hopefully, he will do well with health and everything. But I know a lot of people, are very concerned, obviously, with the economy. That your groceries are growing. Get prepared, start stocking up. I'm telling you guys, I've been trying to tell you, make sure to kind of stock up on some kind of basics, like say some canned goods or maybe some meat to freeze before things start getting real pricey. There's a lot of stuff going on. I've been trying to pay attention to some people like the farmers, and the preppers and everything, just various things that they're saying. Not trying to throw in any kind of paranoia, but just be prepared. And my glasses are getting funky again. Let me just clean these real quick. So just kind of be prepared and stuff. Now I did a couple weeks ago. I didn't do a weekly tarot read last week because I got very busy with the clients. I was extremely busy for days catching up on everybody. So sorry I missed that. But I know I did have a comment on my last weekly tarot. So he's like, I want to be uplifted, and stuff. And I understand. So I'm going to try to keep this as uplifting as possible. But in the read, I did get the hope message, okay, and everything. So with everything that's going on, I know a lot of you guys are worried about what you're seeing, within the collective and also this political stuff. Are we going to have voting rights? What about women's rights? Are we going to get them back? I know a lot of people are very worried about it. So I am trying to also keep hope, for you guys. Don't forget, Spirit is in charge. This is one of the big messages I'm trying to keep up there, though. I know a lot of stuff is going crazy. Why does it have to get like this? Why doesn't Spirit intervene? Stop, and stuff. Spirit is in charge. Okay, and so just kind of remember, there's a crumbling. For us to know there was a problem, these things had to be exposed. The veil is being ripped, so you see what's going on. And it's scary. I know it's scary stuff, but just remember, just stay in the light, stay hopeful, optimistic, and we want it. We're trying to raise the vibration of this planet. There are people working on it nonstop all the time. Okay, they are doing their best, but these guys, I know that these radical people, they're the most vocal and everything. There's a lot going on and stuff, but they're being exposed. A lot of things is being exposed, but it's something brewing. Spirit's working. There's something going on. Okay, so let's just be very hopeful. But yeah, there's some things. I'm kind of, I've been watching a little bit of the January 6th, insurrection hearings and stuff. I can't sit through the entire things. It's just so depressing. And I understand, don't watch the news too much. Be informed, but make sure, you got to unplug from it and get a break from it. We got to have some kind of peace, or else we're just going to get that heavy lower astral energy. Okay, it's all permeating, and I know what it's like, and I know that's why the person expressed it. I want to be uplifted. I don't want to hear it. I know. But don't forget, though, one of the things I said, I am a current events reader, so I am still going to touch on subjects that maybe people, there are people that do want to be informed about certain things to come, what's going on. It helps them understand, be prepared, and things like that. And that's one of the reasons I inform on that. But, I do also want to remind spirits, in charge. The light always wins in the end, no matter what is going on. I don't know if I'll see it in my lifetime in the physical, on earth and everything. I would hope so. I would love it, but the light always wins in the end and everything. And just, one of the things, let's just be better. Be good people. Try to, embody that light, shine that light. Do not be afraid to do it. Let's help one another. Let's heal one another, or help each other heal, which I know at the core we have to do the work, but still, let's be a light to others and everything. But let's kind of go ahead and see, what's going on. I know a lot of people, and I know some people have been asking about, I know when that one the voting rights thing, Supreme Court's going to look at. I'm not ready to look at it yet. Almost. I will do that. Kind of tune into there. I do want to focus. That's going to be a big one. How that's going to go down. But I know there are those that are trying to, strip rights away. A lot of people worried about stuff. It's scary. I want you guys to remember something though, which is important, no matter what's going on, because I know certain things, with media and all that, the way it permeates. People like, that are getting a lot of the press, or a lot of extreme people. And just remember, they're not the whole. They're not the whole. But the extremes are wanting to manipulate the, like maybe say, some of your average people, like Christian, whatever, that somewhere, they're just kind of normal people. Let's put it that way. Maybe they're not necessarily extreme people, but they're trying to pull them, of course, to their side, that kind of energy. And so just try to kind of remember that, be careful with that. We want to be careful not to be judgmental people. We don't want to be pulled into the conflict, to be part of the conflict. We want to rise above it, and understand, so we're not being manipulated ourselves, because there is kind of an energy that wants everybody to conflict. So a lot of, people trying to stand in the light, be a part of the light worker energy and stuff, is trying to stand away from that. They still want to be able to help, send love, healing, all that good stuff and everything, just work, with what they can. But just be careful with that. So we're not doing, the whole us them mentality, type of thing, but certain things, like some of these extreme things that we're seeing, just remember that's not all of everybody, like just because people go to church on Sunday does not mean they're extreme. Okay. And I know they have certain kind of beliefs that are apart, say of the religion and things like that, but it doesn't mean they're necessarily extreme people. Okay. And so we want to be very careful. As I just like, they're being fed certain things, like say about people who vote Democrat or liberal, or maybe they're of a different faith and they're being fed certain things. Be real careful, just that. But let's kind of go ahead. Let's see what Spirit has to say. And hopefully they can have a good uplifting message for you as we're kind of going through this together. Okay. But yeah, just try to do that. Just try, don't be a part of the problem, be a part of the solution. Okay. And that's what we really want to try to be, good, loving spirits if we can be. It's the only way to rise above it. But more people, I really, believe that there are more loving people out there who want good in this world than the bad guys. I'm trying not to judge, but just, if I could put it in simplest terms, which they just need to find their way. Really, they just need to find their way. Okay, there's a hair there. Okay, let's get that hair out there. I am shedding people. Okay. But I know a lot of people, the economy is a big thing. Rights are a big thing. Freedom is a bit, there's so much going on. But just remember, guys, I know a lot of people are saying, okay, and I know Biden is a president, and he's in charge of a lot of things. But things like inflation, okay, the prices of gas, we actually have better gas prices than probably anybody in the world, just so you know. Maybe Saudi Arabia has better, just saying. But everywhere is much higher than us. And everybody on the globe is dealing with some kind of inflation, a struggle with food, prices. Everybody, okay, is dealing with something. Okay, so, Biden didn't create the global problem. Okay, there is a lot of forces, obviously the Ukraine, Russia thing is a big problem. So also COVID created a problem. COVID is a big part of what happened. But, there are other things, like, big corporations still made a lot of money and stuff. They ain't broke, but, just not wanting to pay people the right money. There's a whole lot of stuff. But I just want you to kind of look at it. This is a global problem, not just a U.S. problem. Okay? And I know a lot of people want to point the finger, blame this, blame that. That's not going to solve anything. We just got to make things better, is what has to happen. But let's, all light workers, all light people, or if you're not a light worker, spiritualist, however you want to define, my witches, my pagans, whatever it may be, just kind of set intent for positive energy. And, positive things to happen. Don't let the lower astral permeate your existence, your mindset, and all that stuff. It will bring you down. Almost there, guys. Just want to have a good shuffle. Okay, there we go. All right. Let's kind of go and see. Actually, Spirit wants me to flip. Okay, let's see what's going on. Okay, and actually they want me to flip because we got the Strength reverse card. So a couple things here. Strength is also the Leo card. Don't forget, and we're just coming into Leo. And we've got a little bit of a reversal. So Leo is probably going to be a little bit of a challenging month. We've got some things going on. That Strength card is also very much a very power type of card. And so a lot of people, what they're kind of feeling, I really kind of feel, is also they're feeling a little bit powerless with certain kind of things and energy going on. So one of the things I want you guys to do is, this is kind of a collective message for you. Do not forget your personal power. Do not forget the divine being that you are. It is time to tap into that personal power. You are not powerless. You do not have to be. Okay, so with various things that are going on in your own interpersonal world, I want you to be really kind of working on that. If you are struggling and everything, do not forget to the divine source spirit and your own personal power. Get in alignment. Watch my manifestation video. Okay, and you could get the upper hand here. Okay, but yes, Leo month, I know some folks are feeling very challenged, this kind of energy, but do not forget you are powerful. Okay. Let's kind of go and look. But yep, Leo. We are in Leo now. Let's see what we got there. So the card that is kind of opposing is the Two of Cups energy. So one of the things I feel like Spirit is saying, remember what I was talking about? It also connection to each other. This is even bigger as I'm doing a collective message. People kind of coming together, coming to the table and everything, and try to, connect, get along and everything. We've had, a lot of focus, and it was probably, there's going to be a little more talk on it too. Another little bit of a message here, is also even kind of relationships and things like that. I know one of the things that there's so many things the Two of Cups can represent that is hitting me here. What about also the divine masculine, divine feminine? There's a lot going on, challenges with that and stuff. But even, who should be a couple and so forth, a lot of that kind of energy. There's probably going to be talk of that, even in the Leo month. So just kind of be prepared for that and everything. But we definitely want to get our divine masculine and feminine in balance, and just be careful, like I said, remember what I'm talking about, extremes. Not everybody is all extreme. Not all men want to take away women's rights and all that. Not all women are angry, just the various things. We just want to try to have some kind of balance. We got to have some good communication. We need each other. Let's face it, we do deep down kind of need each other, at least to get along, to work together. We are on this planet together, okay? Let's kind of go and see what we got there going on. Okay, so we got that Tower reversed kind of energy is kind of sitting here at the foundation. I know nobody likes to see the Tower and everything. Just remember, that crumbling is kind of going on. There's probably going to be a little bit more crumbling going on in the Leo months. But remember, some things are being kind of exposed, and brought into the light. So, we're not going to know there's a problem if things are hidden in secret. Spirit is parting back the veil, okay? So I know some of this, kind of crumbling is kind of taking place. But what's kind of a message like interpersonal? What do you want to say, Spirit, for people going on and everything? And so we got that Ten of Swords reverse kind of energy and stuff, which can be kind of that energy feeling stabbed in the back, I know this is heavy kind of energies. I know, the way people have been feeling. But I also got this reversal here. Notice these are reversed. I feel Spirit is going to try to alleviate some pressure off of everyone too at the same time with that reversal and everything. I feel Spirit does want to try to get things better for everyone. They understand people are being powerless and everything, but they're going to try to get some energies better for you guys, especially you guys that are watching here. But yeah, we got that hangman energy. And so for I know that kind of stuck, and everything, that struggle and stuff. And this is kind of one of those moments, so if you're interpersonally, and when I say interpersonally, like in your own little world, your own bubble here, as stuff kind of been struggling, one of the things we want to do, and let me kind of show that hangman energy, we can feel stuck. It's just we want to kind of surrender to the Spirit, which really is going to cause that awakening moment, okay? And also to be able to see things from a different perspective is one of the goals of the hangman. Also, one of the things I do love about this energy, I feel especially with everything happening, more and more people are awakening and starting to see the truth. With certain situations. Okay, so be prepared for that. More and more awakens to start speaking up, speaking out, and all that and stuff. People are doing it. They're doing it. They want things to get better. They're tired of this. That's going on. Now let's kind of go ahead and look what we got. Some of that energy. So we got the Eight of Pentacles energy and stuff. I know a lot of you're working hard, and you've been struggling and preparing, but I love this Three of Wands energy popping up in here. So many of you just in the collective, that ship coming in, that moment arriving and everything, don't forget your kind of vision, keep your eyes on the prize. And that's what I really kind of feel, the Three of Wands is saying, see that ship comes in, the moment arrives and everything, keep your eyes on the prize. You've been working real hard, working in the physical, you've been studying up, but you're also working on your spiritual endeavors too. Okay, keep your eyes on the prize, okay? Let's see what we've got there. So we've got the Four of Wands in the reverse here. Four of Wands can be a very often, we got the kind of, happy, beautiful family. And a lot of that, is really, families, they're trying to make it, but things, for a lot of people are kind of out of balance. They're just trying to, get a stable foundation and everything. They're doing their best and stuff, but, people are struggling. So just remember, like I said, work on Source Spirit, do your prayers, your manifestations, sending out the light, doing the best to really get that stability. But one of the things we really want to be aiming for, being as stable as possible right now, with all the kind of energies. I know there's a lot, inflation is going on and various things. People are getting paid enough to pay their bills and everything. Remember, Source Spirit really connecting, to the best of ability with prayers and stuff. We've got to be doing this. Let's kind of look at that energy. And now we've got that Four of Cups energy popping up in there. Let me turn it up right so you can see it. The hand, really what this overall means. Okay, overall, though it can take on many meanings depending on what you're reading for. Notice this is the Ace of Cups. This is kind of the divine hand. And this person is kind of, they're kind of in a daze. They're not really paying attention very often when this card is there. So one of the things, Spirit is definitely offering a connection. Okay, Spirit is offering signs. But sometimes people are they're not feeling connected. They're being a little dismissive of certain things. So make sure, pay attention to certain signs, synchronicities that are coming in to be able to give you guidance during this time. Keep that connection going and everything like that. This is a big thing going on. Spirit is plenty involved with what is going on here. So let's kind of go ahead and look, some of the feelings and everything that people in the collective have been kind of feeling, especially those that are watching. The Moon, a very good card for that. I know people are kind of confused. This is kind of my Age of Pisces card, the Moon, because it is influenced by Pisces. I know a lot of people think it's Cancer. No, Cancer is the Chariot card. This is actually the Pisces card, believe it or not. And so there's a little bit, kind of confusion. We've got those subconscious forces and everything that are affecting. People are feeling very emotional right now. Okay, and people, like I said, that lower astral is kind of permeating and everything. But the clarity is coming more and more. Like I said, awakening, is happening and taking place. Let's look at another one. And this is a big thing. Also, Queen of Wands, I've been talking about women, especially women that are watching this, stand in your power, your personal power. Remember, you are magical beings and everything. That is very important. And as I kind of tuned in, I wanted to tune into some of that male spirit. Also, I've got that Three of Pentacles energy popping up in there. And so we do have kind of a male and stuff. And really kind of like, working, collaborating, creating, teamwork energy. We got to be working together, the masculine and the feminine, especially the divine masculine and feminine, trying to work together for common goals and everything, which is really important. We need to be coming together. Okay. Let's kind of look at in the environment and stuff. Six of Cups energy. Okay, so we've got, really that's kind of families and childhood nostalgia. A lot of people, I feel, especially that could be my inner child card very often, even just kind of that inner child card. A lot of people even just kind of are kind of looking back kind of energy. They're kind of looking at certain periods of time that they kind of feel were kind of positive, and there's kind of this people thinking that by going backward would be better, but really we've got to start going forward. We've really got to start going forward. We can't be going back to other time periods. It's just not the way it works. Some people want to go back 2,000 years, and stuff. So we want to be going forward and trying to make good memories in the future that are positive. Okay. It's kind of, oh, two cards came out and they're both women. Oh my God, what's all the queens coming up here? Okay, these two were stuck together and they popped out together. I stopped, and this is in the environment. So you got that Queen of Cups energy. I know my psychic, my empath queens and everything. I know a lot of people are dealing with heavy and emotional and sensitivity that are going on now. These are both my feminine energy queens, a lot of divine feminine, and then my Queen of Pentacles energy here. And both of those, they're very much the carrying the caregiver queens. And I'm not trying to put down my Queen of Swords and Queen of Wands. Those can be the leaders, the warriors. They're tough and fierce, but these are really my caring, compassionate nature, ones that kind of get out there. So I know there's a lot, especially divine feminine, really wanting to help others and everything, helping with healing, the sensitivity, the psychics, the sensitive, all that good stuff and everything, so definitely helping others during this time. People do need that nurture, they do need those figures kind of getting out there. Absolutely, absolutely. But I don't want to neglect my divine masculine here for the men who watch this. So I'm trying to kind of look at that energy. Now, in the hopes and fears position, I'm going to take this as a fear, is the Ace of Cups reverse. And I feel like what the fear is in there is that people just kind of, not loving each other, not being kind to each other, losing their spirit, losing their faith even, losing connection. I feel that there are kind of some people that are kind of fearing that. No, their love will always be here in some way, shape, or form, and spirit's going to be here. Okay, so don't even worry about that. But I know a lot of people are feeling like, God, I wish people would love each other, be kind to each other. It's a hard time. I know. But you can bring that. So we've got the Eight of Wands energy is popping up in there. Let me kind of go ahead and look. Three of Cups reverse. Got some challenges here popping up. A lot of stuff, a star reverse. So let's kind of talk about a few challenges popping up in there. So one thing is we've got the Eight of Wands energy, so, and the Three of Cups and the star reverse. Also, Three of Cups is reverse. So a few things there. Three of Cups very often depicts, three women. Okay, so I know women's issues. I've been talking about a lot, and, there are challenges with that. That women are having a hard time with that. And the star reverse, I know a lot of people are kind of feeling hopeless, going through a dark period, but the star really, even when it reverses, remember, I told you my last weekly tarot read and stuff still had the hope message, okay? The star, even when reverses, still says there is hope and there is light at the end of the tunnel and everything. So even if it reverses, it does not mean hopeless. It never does. Star is always good and stuff. But there are people, just we're going through a challenging period right now. Okay, it does almost feel like kind of a dark night of the soul of the collective and stuff. But we got to keep our eyes on the light, hold the light steady in the darkness. We're going to get through it. But a lot of it also is keep those good messages, positive messages, and remember, even if you heal yourself, you're healing a part of this world. And if you're kind of working in any way, shape, or form capacity, helping others, maybe with messages of spirit, maybe you're a Reiki healer, maybe you're a counselor, maybe you're a therapist, whatever it may be, whatever little bit of good, maybe you're a nurse and you're healing people in the physical, whatever kind of positives that you're kind of doing, you are helping to heal this world. Okay, so as long whatever kind of little bit of good you can put into the world, as up, that is a way to help. Okay, keep positive. I know some of you guys are struggling with it. Keep it positive. We've got to keep that positive momentum. Okay, which I know, and I know some people's like, oh, what's thinking positive gonna do? It actually does make a difference. It actually does. So you've got to keep that momentum and stuff. I know it's kind of a tough period, but the star is there. There is hope and light at the end of the tunnel. That is the Aquarian card. No matter what, we're aiming to the age of Aquarius. Now, the age of Aquarius, everybody has a theory. Nobody knows exactly when, though I feel the most accurate ones are about 2150 is actually when it will. The precession of the equinox is when it finally does hit Aquarius, but nobody knows the exact year. Even the scientists can't predict exactly when that precession is going to happen. It depends on the wobble of the axis of Earth. But we're getting there. But we are definitely dawning. We've been dawning for a while. We're getting closer and closer to it. As that happens, more awakening, people elevating consciousness, becoming aware, becoming more advanced, all of that, kind of coming out of some of the slumber of the age of Pisces, which did serve its purpose, but we're kind of starting to gravitate away from it. So let's go ahead and look. I would like to get some, yeah, let's do crystal angels. This has been a good one for me. I do this a lot of my soul contracts. Try to get you guys messages. I'm going to keep up for the oracles. But I know we got some tough stuff. But a lot of feminine energy popping up. Heightened intuition for a lot of my spiritualists. Be extra aware of your inner knowingness as is trustworthy. So a lot of, intuition, things that are going to be coming in, messages of spirit, pay attention to them during this time. Busy times of multitasking. A lot of times, a lot of you are going to be busy. I know I've been busy. I've been busy for years, but especially things have been picking up. So take charge of your schedule during this busy time and honestly assess your underlying reasons for being busy. If there are certain things you can eliminate from your schedule, definitely do it. Definitely do it. But I know a lot of you are busy. Try to kind of balance it out. But get rest. And I know that there it is. Make time for self-care. Taking care of yourself is essential right now. Self-care is so essential. So and that's what I'm saying, like getting rest, getting sleep, that's part of self-care. Eating right, that's part of self-care. Taking a break from toxic people, self-care. Don't watch too much of the news, self-care. All that good stuff. Make sure we got to get to a place of peace. Okay, we got to have some kind of harmony within. Purification and detoxification. It's time to release any physical and energetic toxins from your life. So anything that has just been toxic. I know one of the things I eliminated smoking 7 months ago. Okay, I'm proud. I did it. If there's anything you've been doing that maybe is not healthy for you, eliminate it if you can. And I'm telling you, you're going to feel so much better. I feel so much better that I was able to do that finally. It took me years, but I finally did it. I can't believe I've come this far. This is the longest I've ever gone in my life. So, and I'm not going back. I'm done. I accomplished a major goal. But anything that you could purify and just start, try to, whatever kind of putting in your body. But even, detoxification, even if you got to detox people, out of your life, whatever it is, do it. Self-confidence through God confidence. Believe in yourself by believing in God working through you. Be confident. No source spirit is connected to you. You have the divine within you. Okay, let that flow and everything. And now, this is a big one. I talk about that. I get this card a lot for my reads, and I will preach to people about this. I will preach, and I know sometimes people don't want to hear it myself, because I know it sounds like it's, Christianized, but in truth, Christianity does not necessarily have the market cornered on this. Forgiveness heals. Time to release repressed anger as it's blocking health or happiness. If anybody is out there that there is somebody that they need to forgive in any kind of way, even if it's yourself, whatever it may be, release that, let that go, whatever it may be. And I know it's hard at times. Hurt people, that's what they do. This is the physical world. And as you kind of bump in here, you're bound to bump into somebody that's going to hurt you. And I always, one of the things I really try to let people know, which is a real important message on the path. I try to get out there because not all readers go with what I say. Is that Spirit does not set anybody up to hurt you, to teach you a lesson on the path. Okay, that's not the way it works. But 3D Earth, as you come here, this is school. You are bound to bump into somebody that's going to hurt you. That's the way it is. So the lesson of forgiveness, everybody's gonna have to face that one just because of the way 3D Earth is. It's just gonna happen. It doesn't mean Spirit's trying to set you up for it, but you're just gonna bump into it. The odds are good. If I'm a gambling woman, the odds are good that, I and probably everybody on the planet is going to be put in the position, of facing a lesson in forgiveness. But like I said, I don't want people to think that Spirit put you in here so someone is going to hurt you, so you have to. But it's just the way it is. It's just the way this place is. Okay, so one of the things, anybody, if you've been having a little bit of a struggle, I probably should forgive, but my heart, I'm just so, and stuff. Once you release it, I'm telling you, once you get to that point, you're going to feel so much better. Your vibration is going to go high. This is what I let you guys know. Once we do that, once we release whatever, whether it's a parent, whether it's a past lover, whether it's a teacher from college, whether, whatever it may be. Except your old best friend betrayed you or they slept with your husband, whatever it may be. Okay? Except when we can kind of release that, I send you away with love. I hope you are able to heal. I hope you're able to awaken. I close this door. Fare thee well. Whatever, however you do it. If you want to do kind of a little ceremony, you don't have to do it to them personally, but kind of energetically, you release that burden. You send, I forgive you. I send you away. Or maybe you do. Maybe you write them a little email and stuff, and write a little thing. I forgive you. Send it black. However you want to do it. If you do want to do it in that way, however you want to do it. Send a little text message. Okay, it's 3 p.m. and I've had a couple of glasses of wine, maybe 3 or 4. Okay, I forgive my ex-husband for, there it goes, black, whatever, however you want to do it. It doesn't matter. But if you could kind of get to that place of forgiveness and be done with it, it's going to set something free, especially in the energetic body that you've been holding on to, which also, in fact, keeps the wound festering. And your vibration is going to go like this. And yeah, it makes Source happy. It makes Spirit happy. Of course it does. Of course it does. But it sets your soul free. So it's good for you. It is good for you if you could do it. But I completely empathize, understand those who have a hard time with it. It's not that you're a bad person. It's not that you're, being spiteful or vengeful or you want bad things to happen. I understand, especially if somebody's done something very, very terrible. It's like, I wish they could understand my pain. Let me tell you, there are cases that when people cross over, and they're going to have that life review, one of the things they do is as they're going through their life review, if they hurt somebody and say that person maybe didn't forgive them or whatever, because maybe they couldn't, or they just suffered or whatever happened, they are going to have to feel their pain. They will physically have to embody, feel within their own energetic body what that person suffered. Okay, so they will, understand whatever pain they caused. Can you imagine, people like, the Uvalde shooter or, various people who've done terrible things. They will have to feel all that pain and all that suffering. And they will have to take it within their being. Okay, so that is a real thing. That is a real thing. It's just the way it is. It is the way it is. So, of course, we want to, as us people, we want to make sure we try not to hurt people, and things like that. So just whatever it may be. And even, we've all done something. We've all done something we maybe have hurt, somebody and done things. So of course we would want forgiveness, especially from Source Spirit, of course, and everything. But, but if we, as well as we want that, and thank you for granting me that, whatever, I also, let me send this person away with love and forgiveness. I wish you well and everything. It's going to make it lighter for you. Okay, it's going to make it lighter for you. But I know it is a struggle for people. I should probably do a big whole Spirit talk on that alone, because that is a big one. That is a big topic that I know a lot of people have a hard time with. And so, but I do hope this helps with some messages. I want to be, like I said, be uplifting and all that, and stuff. Keep that vibe high. We want to keep that vibration high and be positive. And I can't remember if I ended with the star, but I know a couple weeks ago when I did weekly tarot read, the star was in there. And that's a lot what Spirit is saying. I know my light people. I know my light workers. And so I'm there. I'm there. Just keep your eyes on the light. Let me do my thing. And that's kind of what the message of Spirit really is, which I know is like, well, it's getting kind of hard, Spirit. Get it over with. Whatever you got to do here. I know I get frustrated too, guys. I get when I'm seeing all this. It's like, do they not understand what they're doing? I know. I see what's happening, and it's like, it's crazy though, Spirit. And I know you want me to be faithful, and I'm trying hard, but it's hard. But just, that's really the message. I know it may seem like, you don't understand what's happening, but I'm here. Okay? I hope this helps.